Tatum, three, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. The Celtics have missed their first 8 shots this afternoon. If you're just joining us after the Bruins' 3-1 loss in Washington, the Celtics are down 3-0. And we've played over 4 minutes of this game. Jakob Pirtle. Guarded by Al Horford. Push pass left side. Davion Mitchell. Right hand dribble. Bounce pass. Threading the needle. And it's Abaji, and he misses the reverse layup point blank. Boy, what an ugly start. Teams have combined to go 1 for 15. Jaylen Brown spinning on Davion Mitchell. Gets in deep. Scores off the window. And the Celtics' long regional nightmare is over. It takes them 4 minutes and 24 seconds to score. And Darko Rajakovic goes timeout. Well, trust me when I tell you, you didn't miss anything. We'll get you reset and restarted when we return. 4:26 gone by. Toronto 3, Boston 2. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Hockey Radio Network.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. If you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you. Sprite's for the makers and creators, the visionaries putting in work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone or filling notebooks with sketches, keep going. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
The games play here.
Here's Vienno. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vienno a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Jones with a reset. Leans forward, takes the snap from Andrews. Drops back, stands in, throws it back shoulder. Myers catches the 45 near side. Tackled by Sherman. Boy, they're going to work against the former All-Pro.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Hi, this is Mark Bertrand from the Zolak and Bertrand Show for VA New England. I have a proud family history of military service, including my father, who served in the U.S. Army. VA New England Healthcare is the highest rated and largest healthcare system in New England. If you or a family member served honorably on active duty for 2 years or deployed or retired from the reserves in any branch, you may be eligible for benefits from VA New England. To get started, call 800-MY-VA-411 or go to va.gov and explore your veteran benefits.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Are you stuck in traffic going to the game? Well, next time, do what I do. Get there without the traffic torment and just take the train. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free and enjoy later nighttime service after the game. And if the game's on a weekend, ride with $10 weekends. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Celtics trail 3-2. Those of you just joining us after the Bruins loss in Washington this afternoon. Celtics missed their first 8 shots. Toronto is just 1 of 7. You had a Jakob Pirtle free throw and a layup for Scotty Barnes. Jaylen Brown gets the Celtics on the board. And I guess maybe now we can start this thing with Toronto leading 3-2. We just joined, obviously, as soon as the Bruins game ended, we joined on 98.5. Do you want to do the 3 stars of the Bruins game?
Yeah.
It's got to be
Ovechkin.
No, Ovechkin did not score. He had 3 shots. I'm going to go Logan Thompson, the Washington goalie, will probably be the 3rd star. Justin Brazeau had the Bruins goal. He's probably the 2nd. And then Alexi Protas had 2 goals for the Capitals, so he's probably the number 1 star.
Oh, okay.
All right. Scotty Barnes against Tatum. Pulls up, free throw line, contested jumper. That rims out, and Jaylen Brown has the rebound. Toronto 1 of 8, Boston 1 of 9 to begin the game. It's still 3-2. Here comes Holiday driving. Horford moves in the corner. Tatum, a couple of dribbles to the left hand, throws back out to Horford. Holiday has his man Bruce Brown leaning, attacks the paint, draws the double team, kick out Jaylen Brown. Jaylen pulls his way in on Abaji, runs it off the glass, no good. He muscles the rebound for himself, trying to throw it back out to the wing. Quick hands by Scotty Barnes, picks it off. Barnes bounce pass lead. Brown in traffic gets fouled by Derek White. And Scotty Barnes got himself up in the air in trouble, didn't know what he was going to do with it, threw it near Brown. And the Boston native gets fouled. He's playing his 2nd game of the year for Toronto after signing there.
I talked to a poor man and I said, Denver misses you. He just kind of looked at me so smiling. But he was that part that came off the bench. And when Jokic came out the game, he was able to be a facilitator and score baskets.
Bruce Brown misses a free throw. The Lakers win a championship and then dismantle the supporting cast with Alex Caruso and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Go figure. And then happens again in Denver with the same dude. And Bruce Brown as well. And you shed pieces, and you're obviously not going to be the same team. Remember the Celtics, when Tony Allen left, desperately were trying to find somebody to fill that spot. Bruce Brown gets 1 of 2. It is 4-2 Toronto. We still have a hockey score here. We played nearly 6 minutes. This is crazy. Tatum deep on the left side. Pirtle comes out, the challenge over the shoulder pass, gives Al Horford a straightaway wide open three. That is no good. Offensive rebound though. Jaylen Brown taps it to himself. He's falling on a bounce, so he throws it up for grabs. Scotty Barnes comes away, but that leaves Davion Mitchell. Bounce pass for Abaji, who lays it up and in. It is 6-2. The Celtics are 1 for 11 and 0 for 7 from 3. Not exactly chicken soup for the Celtic fans' soul this week, with Boston having lost 4 of 6. Here's a quick three on the right side for Derek White, and finally, one goes down. 6-5. This feels like the kind of game the Celtics could end up winning by 30, and this first quarter will be an ugly memory, but in real time, it has not been pretty to watch. 5:58 to go in the first, 6-5 Toronto. Bruce Brown, hounded by Holiday. Over the shoulder pass, finds Davion Mitchell. Mitchell switches to the left hand, finds Barnes. Pretty good look. Straightaway three, rims out. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Toronto was 0 for 7 from distance. Al Horford trying to get Jaylen Brown to cut. That was being fronted by Bruce Brown, so he hands it back to Holiday. Holiday steps into a straightaway three, and that's good. It's a matter of time.
Yeah, got some separation then. Good pick then set by Al to give him that jump shot.
Celtics missed their first 7 from distance. Now they've made 2 in a row, and they have their first lead 8-6. Scotty Barnes dribbles behind his back, exposed the ball, and lost it. Horford lead for Jaylen Brown, 2-on-1. Lobs in the air for Derek White. He lays it in before Barnes can get back, and the Celtics quickly have scored 8 in a row, and another timeout for the Raptors.
Let me see, layup, couple jump shots, you place up on the defensive end. That is what you need to do.
The Raptors hold the Celtics to 1 of 11 shooting to start the game, and they already trail. 5:15 to go. Opening quarter on New Year's Eve at the Garden. Boston 10, Toronto 6. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Can you hear that? That's the sound of your engine building up damaging deposits. You know, the kind that hurt fuel economy, performance, and the longevity of your engine. And unfortunately, it starts the moment you drive it off the lot. So no matter the age of your vehicle, it's building up deposits. But here's the good news. There's a new motor oil that removes up to 100% of deposits. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect. It's the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. Restoring your engine to run like new. Plus, Valvoline Restore and Protect is a premium full synthetic that features 79% greater wear protection than industry standards. And with continuous use, it even keeps new deposits from forming. So if you like how a new engine performs, you're going to love new Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
The games play here.
Right point, Pasternak steers it to the left corner. Krejci's got it. Right circle, Pasternak fires, he scores! David Pasternak! Jones under center, a give to Stevenson, runs it through the right side. Go! Goal, bounces outside the 20, goodbye to the 10, to the 5, end zone bound! Patriots take the lead! Touchdown, New England!
Bang, bang, 2!
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Boston Celtics basketball is proudly sponsored by Amica Insurance. When it comes to protecting the life that you build, trust your insurance needs to Amica's award-winning service. At Amica, they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through all the details of your policy or following up after a claim. As you cheer on the Celtics, visit amica.com to learn more. Get a quote today.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Back in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Randy and Max, Celtics leading 10-6. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Left corner, Bruce Brown. Going to play back home in Boston today. Abaji swinging to Chris Boucher. He steps to the right elbow, and his jumper is good. Boucher was good in the first meeting between these teams.
How can Tatum get beat by Boucher? I mean, this is those little things you talk about. His team. And Tatum has played so well on the defensive end.
Peyton Pritchard, first Celtic off the bench. He has replaced Jaylen Brown. Tatum still has not scored. Over the shoulder pass, gives Horford a clean look. Left side three, no good. Man, Al's just gone into a funk here. Offensive rebound, though. Holiday throws all the way out for Derek White three. Al Horford is now 1 for 13 from three in the last two games. Shed. Straight away, Jamal Shed with a straightaway three. That is no good. Rebound knocked away from Pirtle. Ball loose, gobbled up by Abaji. Kick out Boucher. Derek White comes to challenge him across court. Bruce Brown out of the entry to Pirtle. Turns to face on Al Horford. Finds Abaji open on the right wing. Derek White left him, but Abaji misses the open three. Bruce Brown offensive rebound. Boy, the Raptors missing a bunch of open shots. Here's another one for Shed. That one is no good. Tatum deflects the rebound at Derek White, and Toronto is 0 for 9 from three. Long lead. Holiday for Peyton Pritchard, who pops the crowd with yet another three.
Fans just go absolutely berserk.
Well, how is Toronto down by 8 after holding the Celtics to 1 of 11 to start the game? 16-8 is the Boston lead. Bruce Brown for Jakob Pirtle. Pritchard now the team lead in threes. He has more than Jason Tatum. Cross-court pass, Boucher lines up that left corner three at the shot clock buzzer, no good. Rebound, Al Horford. Now Pritchard races into the front court against Shed. Pritchard throws the shoulder into him, push pass back to Tatum. Tatum gets a hard screen from Al Horford, now has Pirtle in front of him. Tatum backs up to try to create some room, but Pirtle comes all the way out to challenge. Tatum goes behind his back, loses Pirtle, steps in the paint, feels contact, and then grimaces because he passed at the last second to Pritchard, who hit a three way after the whistle. It obviously won't count. But Tatum knew he should have thrown that at the rim to get free throws. Instead, the foul is
sometimes
on the side.
You get so leery about guys not calling obvious calls that you second guess yourself. You second guess yourself then by feeling the contact, but then just saying, I'm not going to get that call and kicking the ball to the corner.
Celtics are shooting 35%, and they're up by 8. Kelly Olynyk gets a nice hand as he comes in. The former Celtics, his 5th new team he has played against the Celtics with. Pritchard, nasty step back. Loses, Shed finds Hauser in the corner. Hauser misses the highlight three. I'll tell you why he passed that in a second, gave up that open shot. Boucher for Scotty Barnes. Barnes picked up by Pritchard, trying to hold his ground. Cornette blitzes at Scotty Barnes, trying to force him to get rid of it, and he does. Throws it away, but Derek White drops it, and the loose ball, Barnes finds Shed, blocked by Cornette. Offensive rebound, Barnes put back open, and an awful lot happened there, including Cornette forcing Barnes to give it up. And then Cornette with a shot block, but he couldn't reposition himself defensively. 16-10, Boston by 6. Tatum out of the wing. Pritchard gave up that three earlier because his foot was on the line. He gave up the open shot. Tatum double-teamed, lobs it on the inside. Cornette has it punched away. Here comes Shed, dropping for Boucher, who floats it up, blocked by Derek White. Luke Cornette, loose ball, and here's Pritchard racing the other way. Has Tatum on the far side, but he's going to pull up, shoot a three. No good, back iron, rebound. Cornette can't outfight Scotty Barnes for it. Sam Hauser was banged up on the other end. Kelly Olynyk puts it back in the hands of Bruce Brown. Brown drives, crazy scoop, no good. Boy, the Raptors are a mess here. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
Sam got hit in the eye.
He did.
I'm not sure if he wears contacts or whatever, but he went down. He didn't even go back down the court.
Yeah, he's holding his right eye. They're not going to bring him back to the locker room. They're just going to bring him to the bench. Timeout comes with 1:47 to go in a very strange first quarter. Celtics leading 16-10.
I don't think it could have been any stranger. You think about the Boston Celtics, the way they score the basketball, and almost an entire quarter, they only have 16. And it goes no further than look at Al Horford, who has been so good, so reliable. But, man, in these last three games.
Al Horford entered the night Sunday above 40% shooting threes. He's now 1 for 13 in the last 5 quarters. The Celtics shooting numbers right now, 31% from the floor, 4 of 14, 29% from 3, and they lead by 6 because Toronto is 4 for 19 and 0 for 10 from 3.
Not using your word. Abysmal. No?
We have shooting the lights out, and then you have shooting as if the lights were out. And that's what we have here this afternoon.
So abysmal wouldn't come in there?
Abysmal works nicely. Did you see the tweet today? This was as cold as it gets. It's a picture of Aaron Judge dropping that ball in Game 5 of the World Series, and a guy said, if you watch Game 5 of the World Series and start exactly at 10:46 p.m. tonight, you can see the ball drop in New York at midnight.
Wow.
It's a rough crowd. Out of the timeout, 16-10. Boston by 6. And the ball. Jason Tatum out of the logo at center court. Cornette gets the screen. Tatum going to walk into a left side 3. Nope. And the rebound for Boucher. Whew. It seems like almost everybody went into a shooting slump at the same time. Barnes shovels out to Boucher, steps to his right, attacks the paint, and lost the ball. He ran into Cornette and just dropped it. 5 turnovers now for Toronto. Tatum races the length of the floor against Kelly Olynyk. Scoops it up at the last second. No good. Offensive rebound. Cornette flies in for it and kicks out to Pritchard. Pritchard zips the entry. Cornette underneath to Tatum in the dunker spot for the easy 2 off the window. Good look by Luke Cornette. Good hockey assist on a hockey day by Peyton Pritchard. Speaking of hockey assists and Canadians, here's Kelly Olynyk. Handing off to Jacoby Walter, throws out to Jamal Shed. He does not want to shoot with Cornette in his face. So Shed drives, throws back to Barnes. He's got a clean look at a 3, no good. Tatum was late to get there, but the Raptors are shooting horribly. Pritchard, nasty step back on Boucher for 3. This dude, I mean, confidence level cannot be measured by existing technology. Kelly Olynyk tries to get it back from the right side. No good. The Raptors still have not made a 3. They are 0 for 12 from distance. Pritchard, stop and start, attacks the paint, throws it up, no good. And the rebound, Cornette got boxed out. Celtics have an 11-point lead here. Raptors will hold for a shot here with a 4-second differential on a 2 clocks. This has been a bizarro world. You get a Tuesday afternoon, 3 o'clock start, and this is the kind of game you get. Very bizarre opening 12 minutes. Barnes enters to Kelly Olynyk, bumps with Pritchard. He's on the baseline. Kelly turns, flips it up and in, realizing the guy guarding him was a foot smaller. 4 seconds to go. Derek White into the front court. He's going to attack the paint, float it up, and in to beat the buzzer.
Wow. 1/10 of a second on the clock.
A brutal start for the Celtics, missing 10 of their first 11 shots, but they close the quarter on a 21-6 run, and they lead by 11 at the end of 1 at the Garden on New Year's Eve. Boston 23, Toronto 12 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
The games play here.
Here's Vietto. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vietto a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Bruins crash to the front, left to the net. Coyle out in front. Gets Gibson out of position. He scores! Charlie Coyle with a dangle. Sneaks it inside the near post with Gibson down and out. Bruins 7, Ducks 1.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
I just can't get rid of the stubborn weight in my legs and in my belly.
And there's nothing more frustrating than knowing that you're eating well, but it's not working.
Hormone imbalances were preventing these women from losing weight. Now there's a comprehensive plan to help. While everyone is unique and will have varied results, here are extraordinary experiences from independent body affiliates and actual Belvital users.
With Belvital, I just noticed changes immediately. I have lost 15 pounds.
I feel like an entirely different person.
Get hormone health for women at belvital.com.
Your engine is dirtier than you think. As soon as it started for the first time, it begins building up engine-killing deposits that dramatically impact longevity, fuel economy, and performance. And at Valvoline, preventing these damaging deposits isn't enough. We've revolutionized a way to completely reverse them. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. This first-of-its-kind innovation restores engines to run like new. And the more you use it, the more it continually cleans inside your engine. Plus, Valvoline Restore and Protect is a premium full synthetic that provides 79% better wear protection than industry standards. It not only eliminates deposits, it prevents future deposits from forming. Restore your pistons to factory clean. With all new Restore and Protect, another first from Valvoline.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
As we head to the second quarter, we remind you that the first quarter was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 Sealy pickup and #1 truck in brand loyalty. The Celtics had a rough offensive first quarter tonight, shooting 36% from the floor, 5 of 16 from 3. They did not attempt a single free throw, and yet they lead by 11 because significantly colder than the weather. The Toronto Raptors in the first quarter, 5 of 23, 0 for 12 from distance, 0 for 12.
Boy, do you just state the obvious. Woo, I love it.
Jamison Battle will check in for Toronto for the first time.
JJ.
What? Dad worked for the Minnesota Timberwolves for a long time. Kelly Olynyk, who worked for the Celtics for quite some time. Some years ago, had a legendary night on this floor. He drives on Pritchard, finds the cutter.
Whoa.
Shed got in too deep, couldn't shoot, so he throws to the corner. They swing it out of the wing to Barnes. 4 on a shot clock. Barnes gobbled up by Jaylen Brown. Throws it out to Kelly Olynyk. He's not even going to have a chance to get a shot away in time, but they say Horford fouled him. Kelly was completely stumbling out of control near Al Horford, and this is one of the great bailout calls, but Al put his hands out on Kelly. He shouldn't have done that in the final second of the shot clock. That's a bad decision by Al Horford.
Normally they do not bail you out like that. And Toronto is having a tough time. Look at Scotty Barnes, like he's limping a little bit. Stepping on somebody's toe or something happened.
Yeah, he is walking gingerly. Jaylen Brown going to chase him in the corner. New 14 here for Toronto. Jamal Shed, the inbound. Gets it back from Kelly Olynyk. Shed down the left side against Pritchard. Puts in the hands of Kelly. Awkward flip shot. Globetrotter style from 10 feet away is no good back iron. Raptors down to 5 of 24 shooting. Celtics by 11 on the ball. If the Celtics can put together a 5-minute string of offense, they could end this thing early. Al Horford deep on the right side. Against the rookie Walter. Neemias Queta in the game for the first time. Hands to Jaylen Brown. Hauser's back in, by the way. Jaylen drives, scoops. Awkward shot off the glass, no good. Rebound thrown away. Barnes missed Walter. Threw it behind him, trying to start the break. Toronto turns it over. Kelly Olynyk got knocked down and wants an explanation from Evan Scott as to why there was no offensive foul.
Queta, he needs a kind of bounce back game. Rough one the other
Horford inbound to Pritchard. Quick three.
There's a guy who is just oozing with confidence.
If ever there was a dude who was poised to have a big game on a Tuesday afternoon, it would be Peyton Pritchard. Scotty Barnes dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper way off. Man, the Raptors aren't even close here. Barnes throws to the corner. Battle lines up a corner three. That is no good. Rebound, Al Horford. Toronto now 5 of 26, 0 for 13 from 3. Peyton Pritchard turns the corner. Stop and start on Shed. Gets in deep on the baseline. Throws out to the corner. Hauser finds Pritchard and relocated in the corner. Walter in front of him, so Pritchard going to drive hard. Shoos him away. Floats it up. Blocked by Walter. Rebound goes out of bounds. It looked like off Queta. It was Toronto ball. Good defense from the rookie Jacoby Walter, who's kind of dogging Pritchard the way Pritchard dogs other dudes.
Well, and, you know, guys read those reports. A guy like Pritchard, you can make something of yourself when you say, I slow Pritchard down.
Horford, Brown, and Tatum are 2 for 13 in this game for 4 points. Yet Celtics up by 14. Playtime is over come Thursday night. Dribbling it off his own foot and dropping it out of bounds is Davion Mitchell. He's making the replay signal, but I don't think Toronto wants to challenge on this.
Pritchard say, give me the ball before they change their mind.
Jerry Rice was playing in college, and they had the point-a-minute offense. That's what Toronto has here. They got 12 points in 14 minutes. Queta or Jaylen Brown. Gets the Queta screen. Jaylen moving behind that Queta screen again. Steps through at the free throw line, then throws to the right corner. Al is due, but he misses another three. And the rebound for Davion Mitchell. Mitchell, lead pass. Walter ahead of Sam. Hauser misses the dunk. He missed a dunk. Every shot ever invented, Toronto has missed here in the first half. Jaylen Brown, step back three. No. Rebound, Pirtle.
Celtics aren't far behind him.
Unbelievable. Toronto 5 of 27. Scotty Barnes throws back to Davion Mitchell. Toronto still with 12 points on the board. Long cross court. Walter lines up a three. Not even close. Barely takes the front iron. Good hustle play by Walter to save it from going out of bounds, but tapped it right to Kate. 26-12. 9:16 to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown spinning, scooping, and getting the bounce. 16-point margin, 28-12. Usually the Celtics have at least 40 points on the board by now.
Yeah.
9 minutes remaining exactly in the first half if you're syncing up with TV. Celtics by 16. Davion Mitchell on the Hauser hunt. Runs it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound punched away from Queta by Pirtle. Out of bounds. Celtics will get it.
If I was teaching basketball and Queta, first thing I say is you have to put your body on people. Box them out and stop reaching for the basketball. People are going to take you towards the ball. And I only say this in love because that's what Tommy Heinsohn said to me when I first got in the league.
I get the feeling he didn't say it with as much love.
That was pretty good. You came, but can I use those? I know you said, but no, people are listening now.
No, we're on the hub now. Yeah, we're off the internet.
Oh,
I'm sure the people on Sirius wouldn't appreciate it either. 8:52 to go first half. Boston 28, Toronto 12 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
The games play here.
Here's Nieto. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Nieto a shot, and that tip denied by Olmark, who scrambled left to right. Jones with a reset. Leans forward, takes the snap from Andrews. Drops back, stands in, throws it back shoulder. Myers catches the 45 near side. Tackled by Sherman. Boy, they're going to work against the former All-Pro.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Well, the Raptors are 5 of 29, but their coach is 1 for 1 as Darko Rakovic challenges the out-of-bounds call and wins it. So Toronto will get it down 28-12. Toronto led this game 6-2, and since then it is 26-6 in favor of the Celtics. The Raptors have missed 18 of their last 21 shots.
Well, the defense hasn't been, but just the shots they've missed. Dunks, layups.
Pirtle for Davion Mitchell. The Celtics defense has been good, but not, crazy elite. Battle puts it to the floor. Cross-court pass deflected and stolen by Peyton Pritchard, and he is undercut by Battle before the Celtics can get out and run. So what you have here for Toronto to sum up their first half, they have made 5 shots and they have committed 8 turnovers.
You look at Toronto, in that way, that almost like that could have possibly been close to a breakaway.
Jaylen Brown, offensive end. Celtics just trying to get into some kind of offensive rhythm. They have not been good on the offensive end, but they lead by 16. Peyton Pritchard. Push pass for Jaylen Brown straight away. Here's the entry. Al Horford catches in the paint, muscles it up, no good. And the rebound for Jakob Poeltl, and Al Horford, who started 0 for 8 the other night, is 0 for 6 tonight. Long lead for Battle. His left side 3 is good. And finally, Toronto knocks down a 3 on their 15th drive.
Al can't even make his pet shot there, that little jump hook from 5 feet away.
28-15, Boston by 13. Jaylen Brown down the right side, ducks the shoulder, draws the double team, hands to Queta. Queta blocked by Pirtle, and he lost it in the paint. Davion Mitchell for Battle. Celtics offense has been pretty ugly here. Bruce Brown is wide open in the corner. Battle finds him for 3. And after missing their first 14 back-to-back threes by Battle and Bruce Brown, and the Boston ladies down to 10, 28-18. 7:41 to go in an ugly first half. Jaylen Brown pulls Pirtle away from the rim. Long cross court. Al Horford's got it. Finds Pritchard in the corner. He always wants to shoot. 3 comes up short. Offensive rebound. Queta throws back out to Horford. Now Hauser swings to Jaylen Brown. He up fakes the 3 and runs right into Pirtle, who commits the foul. Jaylen took one for the team there. That's a big body in Pirtle that he ran into.
Trying to move quickly on Pirtle. Pirtle can't move those dogs fast enough Just blocked him with that big body.
Poeltl seems like a guy that could help a team. Obviously, you're starting to pick at the carcass of teams like Toronto and Washington with Valanciunas. See what New Orleans is going to do with their season now lost.
Whew. Never thought that would happen.
5-28.
I mean, the guy I think is people going to go after is going to be the young man from Kinston, North Carolina.
Oh, Brandon Ingram. Side of the bounce. Drew Holiday returning today. Back in for Queta. Queta hands to Jaylen Brown. Bad foul. Bad foul. Reaching by Abaji. Sometimes you say, how can a team that has certain players be this bad? How can you lose 10 in a row? How can you be 7-25? And then you see them. And you're like, oh, that's why. Queta. Or Jaylen Brown. Abaji comes out to challenge. Queta sets the screen. Jaylen works behind it. Poeltl comes out to challenge. Jaylen Brown spins. Pump fake on Abaji. Floats it up and in. Well, Jaylen went to work there. Jaylen's up to 6. Derek White, the only guy in this game in double figures. Amazing anybody is. For a 30-18 score. Here's the entry to Poeltl midway through the second. Poeltl finds the cutter. Brown gets in behind Pritchard and scores easily.
That's nice.
Best offensive sequence for Toronto. They scored 8 points in the 2 minutes since the timeout. They cut the Boston lead to 10, 30-20, 6:38 to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown, stop and start, attacks, throws to the corner. Pritchard, 3. Nope. Offensive rebound, though, again, Queta. Finds Pritchard, floats it out to Hauser. Straight away 3. He's due. But it bounces out. Rebound, Poeltl. Celtics are just 6 of 22 from distance. Davion Mitchell puts it in the left hand and backs it out. Holiday lets him shoot if he wants to. Now Holiday gets a little bit closer. Shot clock at 9. Mitchell dribbles behind his back, behind the Poeltl screen. Finds Abaji, who relocates to a wide open shot. Missed it badly. Rebound knocked away from Battle, out of bounds. Knocked by Hauser off Battle, so the Celtics will get it back.
One thing we talked about early in the game was not letting a team like this get second chance opportunities. Too many for me.
Now, well, they're going to, when you miss 25 shots as they have, they're going to get some offensive rebounds. It's the percentage you're looking at. Queta takes the handoff to Hauser. Looking to get rid of it. Finally does to Hauser. Shot clock down to 6 already. Pritchard, crazy, deep 3, and he hit it. He was 2 parquet squares behind the line. Offense was going nowhere until the bailout is number 11.
Bailout time.
Pritchard's got 12. He's the game-high scorer. 33-20 is the Boston lead, despite shooting 34% from the floor. Davion Mitchell steps to his right. His 3 is good. And now the Raptors can't miss. And Joe Mazzulla will call a timeout. So Toronto now 3 of 4 from distance after missing their first 14. And the Celtics lead is 10. 5:22 to go first half. Boston 33, Toronto 23 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Fatigue, hot flashes. I couldn't lose weight. While everyone is unique and will have varied results, here are extraordinary experiences from independent body affiliates and actual Belvital users.
The combination of the fitness, the food, the breathing exercises, the supplements, it's just the magic that I was missing.
I love the combination of the Pilates with lifting. This program has taught me what my body truly needs.
It's helping me sleep so much better.
I have transformed my body from the inside out.
Get hormone health for women at belvital.com.
Jason Tatum plays here.
Zip the entry to Smart. No look, bounce pass to the cutter. Jason Tatum, who lays it up and in with the right hand. And the Celtics are dancing right now. They're Brogdon across half court. Nets fans headed for the exits. Tatum, pull up 3. Good night. You know what MVPs do? They still got 29 in the Tatum to the right. Pulls up on LeBron. They're isolated. Right side of the floor. Tatum spins on the baseline. Turns, fades. Got it!
This is the home of the Celtics. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Take control of the snow, ice, and freezing rain this winter with a new set of Toyo Open Country AT3 tires from Town Fair Tire. At Town Fair, you always get Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, nobody gives you more free services for life than Town Fair Tire. If you're looking for the best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Well, and so far, if this is the litmus test, Tuesday afternoon games are not great. Celtics lead the Raptors 33-23, and we've only got 5:22 left in the first half. Brex is proud to be the official corporate card of Boston Celtics. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at brex.com/grow. Celtics shooting 34% for the floor. Raptors, after an absolutely horrific start, have finally gotten going here. They began 5 of 29 and 0 for 14 from 3, but they scored 11 points in that last sequence, outscoring the Celtics 11-5, shaving 6 points off a deficit. And now the only hot shooter you have, if you're the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard, checks out. Derek White had a good first quarter. He's back in, playing against his former teammate Jakob Poeltl. Tatum swings to Holiday. Holiday down the right side, has an opening, so he leans in and scores off the glass.
I thought he was trying to pass that basketball.
I think that was his first option, but then they gave him that lane to the basket. Shed out there with Poeltl, Battle, Mitchell, and Bruce Brown. He's going to drive, floater with the right hand, no good. Cornette the rebound, outlet deflected by Poeltl. He saves it from going out of bounds and lobs it all the way out to half court. Good hustle play by Poeltl. Creates an open three in the corner for Battle. It's no good, though, on the rebound for Derek White. I'm telling you, Poeltl's going to help somebody. 7 rebounds for him already this afternoon. 15 minutes. He has not taken a shot yet. Remember, he scored 35 in the game here in November. Bruce Brown reaches out and fouls Tatum again. Bad fouls given by Toronto here in this first half, and now they no longer have one to give with 4:35 to go in the first half.
Use them or lose them. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
Timeouts, I understand, but fouls, not so much when it's this early in the quarter. Here's Tatum taking the out-of-bounds handoff back, misses an open 3. Rebound Poeltl. Tatum is in a legitimate slump right now. Bruce Brown, kick out Shed, left side 3, swish. And the lead is back to single digits for the first time in a while, 35-26. Outlet for Derek White. White in deep, runs it off the window and in before Toronto could get organized defensively. Derek White is 5 of 6. White and Pritchard are 9 of 15 on a day nobody else can make a shot. 37-26, Boston by 11. Poeltl deep on the right side. Here's the entry. Scotty Barnes draws a double team, and his kick out deflected out of bounds. Raptors will keep it with 12 to shoot.
Tatum's going to have to get himself out of this funk. Easier shot opportunities getting set up by other people.
Tatum and Horford both in a deep valley right now, shooting the ball. Drew Holiday has had a rough December. Even Derek White, up until the last couple of games, had a bad December, and all that is added up to the Celtics being just 7 of 6. Off the under, out of bounds. Poeltl returns a bounce pass to Davion Mitchell, runs to the corner and hits a 3.
Shots are too easy.
How about Toronto now? 5 of 7 from 3 in this last sequence after missing their first 14. Tatum switches a little crossover, drives, and gets fouled, tripped in the paint, and Toronto over the limit. So free throws the rest of the way now with 3:47 to go in the half.
Can't feel sorry for yourself in this league. Teams and everybody go right by you. One of my best calls I remember hearing was Jess Kersey talking to Bill Walton. Bill Walton was complaining, and all of a sudden, Jess Kersey just looked at him and, shut up and play, you big baby. I mean, people aren't feeling sorry for you in this league.
As a result, Celtics have lost 4 of 6. Tatum misses another free throw. 38-29, Boston by 9. 3:42 to go in the first half. Celtics had a chance. The Raptors were just begging the Celtics to put this game away early. Couldn't do it. Barnes, three-pointer blocked by Tatum. No. And you must not have blocked it. Barnes must have dropped it to avoid the shot block, and then when he grabbed it again, he's called for traveling.
Tatum had his hand in his face then, and he didn't have the vision, so he just dropped the basketball and then realized he could be the first one to touch it.
3.5 to go until the break. 38-29. Looks like a first quarter score. Instead, we've got 3:25 to go in the first half. Tatum, 1 for 6. Gets a Cornet screen, being harassed by Barnes, spins away from him up top, switches to the right hand, coming downhill, kick to the corner. Jalen up fakes on Davion Mitchell, muscles his way into the paint, forces it up, no good, taps to the rebound a couple of times and knocks it back down. Even that wasn't pretty, but it got done. Jalen now 3 of 9, 6.7 rebounds. And it's the Celtics who are getting the second chance points here. Shed returns to Scotty Barnes. Hand off Davion Mitchell. Challenged by Derek White, so he comes across court to Shed. Shed penetrates, bounce pass. Pirtle drops it, loose on the floor. Barnes dives for it. Toronto winning the loose ball. Davion Mitchell over the shoulder pass deflected. Stolen by Holiday. Long lead for Tatum. Tatum steps in past Davion Mitchell and gets fouled.
Okay. Areas of concern. Not getting on the floor for the basketball. That ball was there to be had by the Celtics. Brown was there. It looked like Tatum wasn't there, but you got to get on the floor, get some burns to get these extra opportunities. Those are winning basketball plays.
Would it be safe to say, as Tatum misses another free throw, that at times during the 80s, I want to say 82, title defense season, in these long seasons, after you won a championship, that there were stretches like this? You must have been through stretches like this. How did you get out of it?
Normally, as a team, not like this.
Tatum has missed 3 free throws in a row. And the Boston lead is 11, 40-29. You got a huge crowd on Kids Day here. They are begging for somebody to cheer about. And the Celtics offense is giving him no reason. Cross-court pass deflected, stolen by Tatum. Dribbles behind his back and then throws it away. He thought Jalen was trailing. He threw it right to Shed. This has been a bad first half for Jason Tatum. He just reaches out and slap down and give a foul. It's a transition take foul. And this is one of the best players in the world, and there's no question about that. Not today.
Now, Tatum was saying he got hit as he's going, but yeah, this is one of those things where you get aggravated, but you can't take it out. You have to keep your head about you. And Tatum right now kind of letting his head and everything getting away as Scotty makes the first free throw then to take.
We all have bad days at work, days that we don't want to be there or nothing's going right. Just very few of us have to do that on international TV. This game on Sportsnet in Canada. I wasn't counting this as a nationally televised game, but I guess if you include Canada, it is. Bounce pass Shed under the basket alone for a second was Abaji. Now Jalen gets there. Abaji spins. Crazy scoop in the left hand, no good. Celtics by 10, and man, are they fortunate they're playing Toronto right now. It's the only reason they're up by 10. Jalen Brown, bounce pass, bad one. It trickles past Cornet out of bounds. Would it get deflected? Apparently not. This is bad. Celtics up 10. With 2 minutes to go in the first half. Scotty Barnes, entry to Pirtle. They double team Pirtle, so he throws it back out on the wing. Walter drives past Jalen Brown, gets in deep. Great shot block by Derek White, saving that defensive possession. Derek White has brought it today. Moving to his left behind the Cornet screen. Derek White turns the corner on Abaji, leans in, flips it with the right hand, no good. Rebound Pirtle.
It's almost contagious. Everybody's just a heartbeat away.
Barnes walks right into a 3 and knocks it down. And the lead is down to 7. This has been a bad 8 minutes of basketball for the Celtics. And a really rough 10 days. Tatum dribbles to 18 feet, step back, rattles home. Boston by 9, 42-33, 1:04 to go in the first half. Shed, pressured by Drew Holiday. Use a little Pirtle screen to free him to get across half court. We're in the final minute of a brutal first half of offensive basketball. Celtics shooting 37%, Toronto 29%. Walter drives, reverses it up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, bounces home for Pirtle.
I tell you what, if Boston Celtics get this quarter over with, get this half over with.
You got to set the tone for the road trip in the second half. Tatum. That's the Cornet screen that could have been a foul. Tatum picks up his dribble, lobs it for Cornet, turns, hook shot for the baseline, no good. A little too far away. Celtics are trying to get that 2-for-1. They got that, but they missed the shot. Whew. So 6-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down to the first half.
Celtics have a foul to give here.
Pritchard and Derek White have bailed the Celtics out in the first half. That's why Boston's up by 7. entry. Abashi goes right through his hands. Bad pass. Celtics have 10 seconds left. Jaylen Brown, offensive end, overruns his dribble. Now has it back. 5 seconds to go. Jaylen Brown, hounded by Walter. Drop back to Holiday. Launches that deep three and hits it to beat the buzzer.
Woo. Boy, that was a bunch of dog poop that you just got your foot out of. Woo.
Talk about dancing through raindrops. You're right. The Celtics danced through what you just said they danced through in that first half, and miraculously, despite a brutal offensive first half, the Celtics lead by 10 anyway. Coming up, Alex Barth scores from around the NBA. Indiana and Milwaukee renewing their rivalry this afternoon. Bruins played at Washington this afternoon. I'll update you on all of it. Then back here at the Garden to see if the Celtics can change the tempo, turn the page, and set the tone for a brutal road trip ahead. They lead the Raptors 45-35 at halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
Just can't get rid of the stubborn weight in my legs and in my belly.
And there's nothing more frustrating than knowing that you're eating well, but it's not working.
Hormone imbalances were preventing these women from losing weight. Now there's a comprehensive plan to help. While everyone is unique and will have varied results, here are extraordinary experiences from independent body affiliates and actual Belvital users.
With Belvital, I just noticed changes immediately. I have lost 15 pounds.
I feel like an entirely different person.
Get hormone health for women at belvital.com.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
More halftime reaction coming up, but first we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 95 Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
Horford inbound to Pritchard. Quick three.
There's a guy who is just oozing with confidence.
If ever there was a dude who was poised to have a big game on a Tuesday afternoon, it would be Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard giving the Celtics some sparks, but a lot of back and forth in the first half between the Boston Celtics and Toronto Raptors here on New Year's Eve day. A happy early New Year's to you and yours. I'm Alex Barth here on the BetMGM Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network as the Celtics lead 45-35. If that scoring sounds low, it is, especially because of the way this game started. The two teams came out a combined 1 of 16 from the floor. The Celtics were 0 of 8 at one point. It wasn't until more than 4 minutes into the game that Jaylen Brown got the scoring started for the C's.
Start. Teams have combined to go 1 for 15. Jaylen Brown spinning on Davion Mitchell, gets in deep, scores off the window, and the Celtics' long regional nightmare is over. It takes them 4 minutes and 24 seconds to score. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout.
Celtics started 0 of 8 before that basket. They ended up going 1 of 11 on their first 11 shots from the field. They did find some momentum, though, midway through the first quarter. Once they had it going, they were able to pick up a few shots.
Toronto is 0 for 9 from 3. Long lead. Holiday for Peyton Pritchard, who pops the crowd with yet another 3.
Fans just go absolutely berserk.
Well, how is Toronto down by 8 after holding the Celtics to 1 of 11 to start the game? 16-8 is the Boston lead.
And that included an 8-0 run for the Celtics. It ended up turning into a 21-6 run for Boston to close the quarter out. A buzzer beater layup from Derek White put the score at 23-12 through the first quarter. The Celtics got that lead up to 28-12 early in the second. Despite that, though, the Raptors didn't tap out early and got it back to a 10-point game multiple times in the quarter.
Davion Mitchell, 4 battles. Celtics offense has been pretty ugly here. Bruce Brown is wide open in the corner. Battle finds him for 3. And after missing their first 14 back-to-back threes by Battle and Bruce Brown, and the Boston ladies down to 10, 28-18.
For the rest of the quarter, the Celtics and Raptors kind of hung around that 7 to 10 point number. It was overall a first half that lacked offense, but Drew Holiday did send us into halftime with a spark.
Entry. Abashi goes right through his hands. Bad pass. Celtics have 10 seconds left. Jaylen Brown, offensive end, overruns his dribble. Now has it back. 5 seconds to go. Jaylen Brown, hounded by Walter. Drop back to Holiday. He launches that deep 3 and hits it to beat the buzzer.
Woo. Boy, that was a bunch of dog poop that you just got your foot out of. Woo.
After all of that, the Celtics shot 18 of 48 in the first half, 8 of 25 from 3. 37%, 32% respectively. They're also 1 of 4 from the line, all 4 of those from Jason Tatum, who has 5 points. Derek White with a team-high 12. Toronto, this has a chance to be an all-time offensive performance in a sense. 13 of 44 from the floor, 6 of 23 from deep. They've also turned the ball over 12 times. So the Celtics up 10 could potentially be up more. Will they extend that lead in the second half? Check the headlines. Then Grandy and Max will be back with the second half here on the BetMGM Sports Hub at Celtics Radio Network.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. If you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you. Sprite's for the makers and creators, the visionaries putting in work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone or filling notebooks with sketches, keep going. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Do you hear that? Didn't think so. That's the sound of your engine building up harmful deposits. And unfortunately, that starts the moment you drive it off the lot. But here's the good news. Valvoline has revolutionized a way to completely reverse them. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect. It's the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. Restoring your pistons to factory clean. New Restore and Protect from Valvoline.
All right, John, it looks like you guys are ready for the holiday season.
Mike, we're unwrapping the best deals of the year, and Santa's delivering new trucks and SUVs.
So how's this for Marion Bright? Dash through the snow in a new Silverado 1500 for $289 or a new Equinox for $259 a month and get Liberty for less. We're rocking around the Christmas tree. Don't forget to grab your gift when you buy a new Chevy from our massive inventory. So come see my friend John Anzalone and his team at Liberty Chevy right off of 128 in Wakefield.
We would like to wish you a Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
And together, let's drive.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Sports Hub headlines.
Scoreboards from around the league are brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Elsewhere around the NBA, 2 games in action right now. The Celtics up 45-35 on the Raptors at the half. We'll get back to that in a minute. Also at halftime, the Pacers have a 64-53 lead on the Bucks. 4 more games to come later tonight. The Clippers at the Spurs, the Timberwolves at the Thunder, the Grizzlies at the Suns, and the Cavaliers at the Lakers. The Bruins played earlier this afternoon. They lost 3-1 to the Washington Capitals. The Patriots released linebacker Yannick Ngakoue earlier this afternoon as the team gets ready for its season finale against the Bills on Sunday. Elsewhere in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are reportedly releasing running back Ezekiel Elliott. In bowl action, 1 game is final. Michigan beat Alabama in the ReliaQuest Bowl. 4 more games in action later this afternoon, leading up to the resumption of the college football playoff quarterfinals tonight. In the first game of the round, Penn State takes on Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl. I'm Alex Barth. We'll be back with the call of the second half next, right here on the BetMGM Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
When it comes to Toyo Winter Tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire because Town Fair has over 100 locations with over 600,000 tires in stock. So we buy Toyo tires for less and sell Toyo tires for less. The guaranteed lowest price. Plus, we offer so many free services, you get the guaranteed best deal you can find on Toyo Winter Tires. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey, it's Maz reminding you every day is game day at the DraftKings Sportsbook, and now through the end of the year, it's extra special. All customers will get a special daily promo every single day. Football, basketball, hockey, whatever your favorite sport is, get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook. From profit boosts, odds boosts, no sweat bets, and more, there's something for everyone. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use the code SportsHub, and take advantage of special daily promotions. Again, the code is SportsHub. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Hope is here. Call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. 1+ promotion per day. Promotion sport eligibility and requirements vary. Ends December 31st, 2024. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7 and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Celtics coverage on the Sports Hub is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Peace of mind is a valuable thing, especially when it comes to you and your family. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Amica has policies to fit your specific needs. And their friendly and knowledgeable representatives will work with you to make sure you have the right amount of coverage in place. Visit Amica.com to learn more.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge.
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
And it was on this date in Celtics history, hard to believe now. 22 years ago today, it became official. With Grossbeck Group, Banner 17, which later became reality, took over the ownership. And ironic to talk about it today, as Celtics ownership is obviously going to change. It's sort of one of these undiscussed biggest story around the team throughout the course of the year. I want to jump the gun right now and say it has nothing to do with what is going on the court. Now, without question, are there things going on behind the scenes that you guys don't hear a lot about in the office regarding longtime employees and the potential? Absolutely. It's a real thing, and it affects a lot of lives. But as we celebrate the anniversary of this ownership group coming in, reaching sort of the end of their run, you know, as the current ownership group, I think there will be people, I'm just saying, they're going to be tempted to draw some sort of correlation to the fact that, let's call it what it is, because that's what we do here in Grandy and Max land. The Celtics are not playing well over this last couple of weeks stretch. Keep waiting for them to bounce out. It's been very difficult to put your finger on any particular piece because they've been good offensively one night and bad defensively, and then it's reversed the other way around. It does come down to a couple of possessions here and there in each game. But here is a game that the Celtics lead by 10 at halftime. They clearly are not playing well.
Yeah, they should be up by 25.
Easy.
The thing you mentioned, I think, is so clear when you say Jason Tatum is arguably one of the best players in the league.
There's no argument there. He is.
But in the last couple of games, he struggled. And he's struggling right now, struggling with his confidence. And Al Horford, who's a 40% three-point shooter, as you said, can't buy a shot.
1 for 14 his last 2 games. What did Sam Cassell just say to you when you saw him walking the tunnel?
We just talked about, I'll get back to you because I have to touch on it a little bit more.
All right, Toronto with the ball, wearing the home whites on New Year's Eve on the road this afternoon. Davion Mitchell down the left side, scoops off the window and scores. That cuts it to 8. Celtics had a terrible start in this game. They were 1 for 11, but they only trailed by 4. Then they took off, took a 16-point lead on a 26-6 run, but then they went back to sleep offensively. Pump fake by Jalen, spins on Barnes, floats it up, comes up short, but he's going to chase down the loose ball. Jalen Brown piling up the offensive rebounds now. That's his 5th of the day. Kick out, and finally, a 3 is knocked down off an offensive rebound. It's Derek White with his 3rd 3 of the afternoon. Derek White and Peyton Pritchard have saved the Celtics today. Barnes left alone again. Open 3, no good. Rebound Tatum. How many open shots has Barnes had today? And he is just 3 of 11. Celtics by 11. 48-37. Tatum, left side, pull up on Pirtle. 3, rattles home.
And, and sometimes players will talk to play. Yo, man, get out of this funk. Let's play.
Celtics go up by 14 on back-to-back threes. Jacoby Walter, the rookie who got the start today, steps into the baseline, hits a jumper over Jaylen Brown. Dallas native, played college at Baylor, first-round pick of the Raptors. They're going to get a good pick this year, that's for sure. Jaylen Brown for Al Horford. Now Drew Holiday turns the corner, gets to the free throw line, double pump fake on Pirtle, and misses the jumper, and the rebound for Walter. Boy, Scotty Barnes collided with Derek White. They both went down to the backcourt. This is 4-on-4. Pirtle puts it once to the floor, runs it off the window and in. Tatum was the only one back. Didn't really challenge.
Those are plays we talked about before with Tatum. He's been so good all year. It's almost like he's in some kind of funk offensively and defensively.
Or, one leads to the other. 51-41, Boston by 10. 10:04 to go in the third. They swing to Tatum. He's wide open. He knocks down the 3. He even hesitated on that one. So back-to-back threes for Tatum. His first 2 of the afternoon. He's up to 11. Celtics by 13. Cross-court pass deflected by Holiday. Walter has it back. Jacoby Walter wearing the white T-shirt under the white uniform with the cornrows. Push pass for Scotty Barnes. Now Jakob Pirtle, top of the circle. Al Horford down in his defensive stance. Pirtle handoff to Abaji is wide open, but he misses the 3. Rebound, Pirtle. Can he save it? Tiptoes the end line and saves it. Back into Abaji. Now Jacoby Walter pulls up on Jaylen Brown for 3. That rims out. Rebound eludes Tatum. Comes right to Scotty Barnes. Misses the putback point blank. Tatum comes up with the rebound and is called for a loose ball foul. He definitely got the elbow up and knocked down, I believe, Abaji. Tatum grabbed the rebound. No, it was Davion Mitchell who reached in. Tatum kind of shooed him away, and he caught Mitchell up high, and he was nailed for the loose ball foul. But this is as frustrating a day for Jason Tatum as we've seen in a while. Mitchell found the cutter, Abaji, all alone under the basket, and the ball went right through his hands.
Well, maybe he'll come out this funk, Jason Tatum, and, sometimes you do it because you're mad.
Celtics should be up by 30. Instead, it's 13. 54-41. 9:07 to go in the third. Derek White over the shoulder pass for Tatum. Tatum steps to his left. He launches quickly, misses the 3, but he got fouled. That might have been Pirtle, unable to stop himself. And 3 free throws now for Tatum.
They want to go back to see if they should look at it, but no. It shouldn't be Jakob Pirtle. Actually, it should have been Barnes.
I agree with you.
Barnes hit him with the body. I don't know where that came from. Remember, he missed his last 3 free throws.
Made 1, and he's missed 3 in a row, and those are the only 4. Tatum now misses another one. Jason Tatum has missed 4 consecutive free throws. And these are the only free throws for the Celtics today. These 5 for Jason Tatum. The Celtics averaged .91 points per possession in the first half. They have not averaged under 1 per possession in a game in nearly a year. And they were not even close to 1 point per possession in the first half. Tatum gets the second, ending his run of 4 consecutive misses. He's dipped under 80% for the year. He gets 2 of 3, and the Celtics somehow lead this by 15, 56-41. Davion Mitchell into the front court. Watched by Tatum, goes to Barnes. Drew Holiday trying to hold his ground against Scotty Barnes. Barnes turns on him, fades at 18, swish.
That's some things you have to concede. That was a very good move going back to crush your body.
56-43. Boston by 13, early third quarter. Tatum lobs it towards Al Horford. At the elbow, kick back out, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen moves it on the inside, caught by Horford. He steps around a man, throws out to the wing. Derek White closed on by Barnes. Finds Horford, touches it out diagonal to Drew Holiday for 3.
That was going no place fast. It's been so hooky-jerky, and almost every play has been a struggle.
In fairness, Toronto's defensive effort has been good. Mitchell with the kick out for Walter. Walter attacks the paint. Pump fake on Derek White. Runs it up, no good. Derek White couldn't get out of the way. And Walter, the rookie, got a nice call there, jumping into him. And he'll get free throws.
Derek White was trying to jump by him, but he jumped right to the body, and that's awareness for a young player. Now, you asked me before about Sam Cassell, the assistant coach for the, and I said, Sam, what's going on? He said, we just talked about certain plays. And one in particular was the play that you and I talked about, that Jaylen Brown and 3 other Celtics were near the basketball, was on the floor. Nobody got on the floor to get the basketball. Everybody was trying to pick it up. A Raptor player came. He said, those are winning basketball plays that we have to do much better of.
Well, Jacoby Walter gets 1 of 2 at the line. If you're wondering about the name, it is what you think it is. He was named after Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Jaylen Brown deep on the wing against Abaji. Celtics by 15 here. Jaylen turns the corner down the right side, stumbles into a double team, throws back out to Al Horford, who misses yet another 3. Rebound, Scotty Barnes. It's unbelievable how well he was shooting and how these last 2 games have been so brutal. 1 for 15. Barnes trail 3, air ball. But Scotty Barnes is matching. Scotty Barnes should be wearing green today. The way he's shooting a 3. 1 for 8. And Toronto's shots today, they're 17 of 53, 32%. That's kind, because they have missed shots badly. They've missed dunks. They've missed layups. They've thrown up air balls. Jaylen Brown down the left side. Pump fake, and he's just going to flush hard on Abaji. And lets out a lot of frustration this afternoon in one moment. And the Celtics remarkably have their largest lead. And the Raptors will grab a timeout.
I'm a little surprised he didn't get a technical for that, because he yelled at the young man who was guarding him then.
7:26 to go, third quarter. Boston 61, Toronto 44 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. If you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you. Sprite's for the makers and creators, the visionaries putting in work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone or filling notebooks with sketches, keep going. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/
Get an easy A with Clinton Savings Bank's Get Real checking account for ages 16 to 25. It comes with access to over 55,000 surcharge-free all-point ATMs and has mobile banking with remote deposit. So it doesn't matter if you're in your hometown or away at school. You can do your banking anywhere right from your phone. You can also set up text notifications and add your debit card to your mobile wallet for an easier checkout. If you're over 18, you can even open an account online at clintonsavings.com. Clinton Savings Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics have extended their lead to 17 with 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Our NetSuite gameplay upgrade brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one fluid platform, netsuite.com/sports. And not easy, not hard for the Celtics to upgrade in the second half, considering how bad the offense was in the first half.
Well, just picking up defensively, I think, and extra effort plays. Those are the things that, are winning back. And here's when we say sometimes playing down to the level of the competition. We've seen that too much with the Celtics here in this last maybe couple weeks. Think about, you started out with Orlando.
Well, let's hope that the inverse is true, because the Celtics will go from the easiest month of the schedule to the toughest week of the year by far, starting Thursday night in Minneapolis. On a national TV, TNT telecast Thursday night in Minnesota. It's in battle with a kick out for Davion Mitchell. Mitchell, a couple of dribbles down the left side, shovel pass for Barnes, baseline extended. Barnes steps through, reverses it up and in. And it looked like he may have traveled there.
It looked like he did.
Raptors now at least have made more shots than they've committed turnovers, which was not the case for most of the first half. 61-46, Boston by 15. Jaylen Brown finds the cutter. Derek White kicks to the corner. Tatum waiting, three, comes up short. And the rebound for Scotty Barnes. Celtics have been 4 of their last 5 from distance. Mitchell flies down the right side, and he throws to the corner, giving up a layup. And Mitchell has to kick out to Bruce Brown. Well, I'm starting to get old man, get off my lawn about this stuff. Bad pass by Mitchell, misses Barnes. Holiday the steal. Lead for Derek White. Running with Tatum instead. Shovels back to the trailer. Jaylen Brown, who scoops it up and in.
Nice job of waiting for that cutter to run and get an angle going towards the rim.
Not all three-point shots are created equal. I get that 3 is more than 2, but Barnes cuts into Holiday, steps through him, and takes a big jump step towards the rim and then lays it in. Scotty Barnes, he's got the old man game, which you got to love. Here's the entry to Jaylen Brown. Boston by 15. Jaylen, drop step, throws the bounce pass out to Horford. Shuttle from Tatum to the wide-open Drew Holiday for 3. And the days off have paid. Drew Holiday shooting just 29% from 3 in December is 4 for 5 this afternoon. 66-48, Boston by 18, their largest lead. Bruce Brown for Jakob Poeltl has been much quieter today. Much quieter. 35 last time, 5 today. Handoff for Davion Mitchell. Now Bruce Brown works his way on Derek White. Squares, and Derek White blocks another shot. That's 4 blocks for Derek White today.
Up on the wall.
Lead for Jaylen Brown. Barely keeps himself in bounds as he had trouble fielding that pass. Got Davion Mitchell on him in the right corner. Going to put it to the floor. Dribble behind his back, and Mitchell reaches out, commits the foul. It's on the floor. Celtics have a chance to take a 20-point lead on this possession.
Davion Mitchell just kind of looks over at Brown and disdain.
Now, you come in here and hold the Celtics to 66 points. 45 in the first half, by the way. You've got to think you got a great chance. And yet, Celtics on the verge of going up by 20 here. Pritchard in, Jaylen Brown out. Horford and to Drew Holiday. Turns the corner, moves to Pritchard left side. Pritchard shovels into the corner. Hauser, right-hand escape dribble, push back to Holiday. Holiday with 4 in the shot clock. Turns the corner, kick out. Pritchard will release it from the wing and knock down another 3. Just a matter of time before the 3 started falling. And they have in this third quarter, and the Celtics suddenly lead by 21. Entry towards Kelly Olynyk, hits Drew Holiday in the back, and Toronto turns it over again. Their 15th turnover. Celtics have not been great today, but Toronto has been Toronto. Tatum turns the corner, drive, scoops, does not get the bounce, but he got fouled. And Tatum will go to the line to try to extend the Boston lead, which is sitting at 21 right now.
That was a spectacular play that nobody's going to talk about. Drew Holiday made. Drew Holiday's back was to the basketball, and he just all of a sudden instinctively reached up and knocked it away as if he was some DP running down the field.
How about that Sunday night game? What a day. Next Sunday, you have the Celtics and the OKC Thunder in the afternoon. And then you got the Lions and the Vikings, arguably the 2 best teams in the NFL.
You're going to be all over that.
Well, here's the thing about the way the NFL playoff works. The loser of that game is going to have this amazing year, and they're going to be the 5 seed because the division winners automatically move up. So the stakes are huge in that game. 8 straight for the Celtics. They lead by 23. Here's a 3 from the left side. No good. From Lawson, and Pritchard will bring it the other way. Drop back to the trailer. Hauser's 3 is good, and the floodgates have opened.
Yeah. Last call for alcohol now.
Timeout, Darko Rakocevic, as the Celtics have run off 11 straight. They made 8 threes the entire first half, 7 in 8 minutes here in the third quarter, and the rout is on. 4:21 to go in the third. Boston 74, Toronto 48. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
The games play here.
Right Pasternak steers it to the left corner. Krejci's got it. Right circle, Pasternak fires, he scores! David Pasternak Jones under center. A give to Stevenson. Runs it through the right side.
Go.
Goal. Bounces outside 20. Goodbye to the 10, to the 5. End zone bound. Patriots take the lead. Touchdown, New England.
Bang, bang, 2.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Your engine is dirtier than you think. As soon as it started for the first time, it begins building up engine-killing deposits that dramatically impact longevity, fuel economy, and performance. And at Valvoline, preventing these damaging deposits isn't enough. We've revolutionized a way to completely reverse them. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. This first-of-its-kind innovation restores engines to run like new. And the more you use it, the more it continually cleans inside your engine. Plus, Valvoline Restore and Protect is a premium full synthetic that provides 79% better wear protection than industry standards. It not only eliminates deposits, it prevents future deposits from forming. Restore your pistons to factory clean. With all new Restore and Protect, another first from Valvoline.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And all it takes is a few clicks. We make buying metal online easy so you can spend less time shopping and more time getting things done. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Place an order online today at metalsupermarkets.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Randy Max back in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics have opened this up by 26 now with 4:11 to go in the third. Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, a couple of veterans out there for Toronto. Battle exposed the ball, slapped away by Tatum. But the possession is saved by Bruce Brown. He moves to the battle. His left side three for the lefty is no good. Long rebound belongs to Lawson. He will kick back out to Bruce Brown. His three is no good. Offensive rebound battle. Put back is no good. Rebound Tatum. Celtics got some stuff to clean up. Pritchard enters the cornet. He's in deep, spins, lays it up, and he gets a friendly bounce.
That was nice. This time found a big with a smaller guy, turn around, little jump hook, goes in.
Celtics by 28, remarkably. Shed tiptoes the baseline, spins around Hauser, kick out. Kelly Olynyk, little nostalgia three is good.
Yelio.
The Kelly Olynyk game on this floor, game 7 against Washington 8 years ago. Got the Celtics to the conference finals. Tatum switches to the left hand. Tatum coming downhill, fouled and a reach in by Kelly Olynyk, who did not get to play with Jason Tatum. He was here the 4 years before.
I like that dude, man.
He's a great guy. Obviously, he's not one of the greatest Celtics ever to play, but he's certainly one of the greatest Celtics community players.
Great kid. I remember seeing him downtown Crossing once he got traded. He saw me, he was driving the truck. All of a sudden, he stopped the truck in the middle of the street. Max! And it's the nicest kid. Then what happens to him, goes down to Miami, plays down there, gets a huge contract, and ends up dating a supermodel. Man, life could be better.
Miami, Houston, Utah. Now here, Canadian, presumably finishing up here in Toronto. He's a guy that might be able to help some people. 78-51, Celtics by 27 after Tatum getting his free throws back on track. He missed 4 in a row at one point in this game. Bruce Brown, step back on Derek White, awkward flip with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Sam Hauser. And now the Celtics have the Raptors ready to go. Pritchard, offensive end, spins away from Brown. Attack, kick to the corner. Derek White just fouled by Bruce Brown. Brown was sailing by him, and before White could get the shot away, Bruce Brown just reached out and grabbed his jersey. And now, instead of getting an open three-point shot, Derek White will get 2 free throws.
No, that was probably a smarter play.
Yeah, it works
think
good
about it
math-wise,
because,
yeah.
you was going to get an easy look for a three-pointer. Now, over the limit, get 2, but he did not give up 3.
He hasn't missed a 3 today. Brown, Tatum, and Horford, 2 for 15 from 3. Pritchard, White, and Holiday.
Why did they tell me
16 for 26.
Why did they tell me Mapp was going to be involved in all this?
Oh, good. Great foul by Bruce Brown as Derek White missed a free throw.
When I was in broadcasting school, they didn't tell me.
Is that the Marty Glickman school? That was more of a correspondence course.
Yeah, I got it. I am here. He is not.
A great one who invented most of basketball radio
He
vernacular.
invented every word in the English language.
He did not invent every word. And he was an amazing athlete, pro football player, obviously Olympic sprinter.
Great leaper.
Derek White gets the second free throw award. 79-51. Celtics on the verge of a 30-point lead in a game in which they really struggled offensively in the first half. Scotty Barnes throws out to Bruce Brown. Brown turns the corner. He's in the paint. Scoops it up wildly. No good. Rebound, Derek White. Now the Celtics looking for that 30-point lead. Trying to put this game away and end any suspense now. Tatum deep on the right side against Jamal Shead. He'll back it all the way out near half court. Gets a Cornette screen. Stop and start. Tatum, pull up. Takes the handoff. Back from Cornette. Launches the three. Got it. Celtics by 31.
JT, back to normal.
Oh, Cooper Flag, your future home and native.
Come on, man.
Kelly Olynyk down the middle of the floor, switches to the right hand, misses the runner. Rebound belongs to Pritchard. Offensive end. Pritchard running up the back of Kelly Olynyk. Stumbles, moves to his left. Left-hand dribble, coming strong. Circles the rim. Got Tatum out of the wing. Instead, he hands to Hauser. Corner three is good.
That's good stuff. That is where you want to see your offense start to click, start to play the game the right way.
34-10 is the Boston run. From a 10-point lead to a 34-point lead and a minute 41 to go in the third. A brutal offensive first half for the Celtics. Now exposing the ball. Barnes, Pritchard saw it, pounces on it, tried to lob it ahead of Tatum. Great defense by Jamal Shead. Knocks it away, but Pritchard has a loose ball back, finds Tatum, who misses the reverse under the rim. Well, Tatum is still playing mad. Boucher has it knocked away out of bounds by Hauser.
And I've always said that, Sean. I want to see him play mad, but I want him to use that energy, to harness that, and go at the opposition, go at other players.
Bruce Brown tiptoes the baseline. Pass out, deflected out of bounds by Hauser. Celtics by 34 here with a minute 18 to go in the third quarter. They had their first 40-point lead of the year 2 games ago here against Indiana on Friday night. Scotty Barnes against Luke Cornette. Backs it out. Down to a minute 10 to go in the third quarter. It's going to be 11th straight loss for the Raptors. The 10th against Boston. Barnes turns, missed a 12-footer. Tatum grabs his 8th rebound. 20 points, 8 rebounds. Derek White, offensive end, enters to Tatum. Kelly Olynyk gets back to punch it away out of bounds. He's saying he hit it off Tatum. See if the Raptors are going to challenge. They're talking about it.
Yep. They are.
Good for them. They're going to challenge an out-of-bounds call down by 34 with 58 seconds to go.
When else are you going to use it, Sean?
That's a reasonable point.
Got the money, you might as well spend it. But it's just crazy when your season goes like that, players go like that. But as I said, Toronto's a solid franchise, and they're going to be back. They're going to be back with some of their players. They're going to have some picks. It ought to be a decent situation for them.
34-10 is the close to this third quarter for the Celtics. To put it away, up by 34. Likely going to regain that double-digit scoring differential. And if this leads to a little bit of swagger, good, because they're going to need it with what they're about to embark on, this gauntlet beginning Thursday night at Target Center.
This is you, and what I keep hearing you say, this is like the death march, huh? Going into some of these teams.
It's that line in Apollo 13. I disagree. I think this could be their finest hour. But it is a brutal, I mean, they're going into the fire swamp here with Minnesota, Houston, the back-to-back in Houston, especially if you don't have Porzingis, you know you're not going to have Al in a back-to-back. So
I totally agree. I think this can make your season. Although you're the world champions, you need to cross that parable. You need something that's going to solidify you and your fan base and get everybody back on your page. Right now, people kind of sway back and forth. They know the Celtics are good, but you'd love to have Porzingis back, have Al shooting well together. Just those little things. One thing that Sam talked about, getting loose balls. The Celtics tonight, I talked about before the game. You asked me what the keys were. One of the keys to me was what? You said not giving up second chance opportunities. And the Celtics have done just that. I know it's
Successful challenge. So on a day that the Raptors have missed 45 shots and committed 17 turnovers, their coach is 2 for 2 on challenges.
Jason Tatum's day today, start shooting the ball better, but if my car was on fire and he was coming by,
wave him on.
Keep going. Keep going. I got it. I got this one. I know my hair is on fire. I know it looks bad, but getting in your car will be like a flamethrower because sometimes you have those nights.
Final minute, third quarter, Celtics by 34. Jamal Shed moving to his left, Pritchard on his shoulder. Check out Kelly Olynyk still wearing that familiar headband. Scotty Barnes, he's had a rough day. I'd wave him on too if your car was broken down. Shed driving, spinning on Pritchard, goes to the left hand and misses.
2 for 1.
Pritchard races into the front court. Gets in deep, steps back on Barnes, little 10-footer is good.
Oh, and executed the 2 for 1 perfectly there.
And he has executed the Raptors today. 17 more for Pritchard off the bench. Bruce Brown in the corner. Diagonal kick out. Shed. Ball fake on Tatum. Bounce pass underneath. Barnes pump fake scores over Cornette. Ends the 11-0 Boston run. We're at 87-53. Last shot time here in the third quarter. Pritchard will bring it up. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds to go in the third. Celtics will get their 62nd win in the calendar year. Tatum switches to the right hand, steps back, going to launch a three. Ooh. Yes.
Whatever he was feeling.
Celtics 45 points in the first half, 45 in the third quarter.
What are you trying to say?
What I just said was what I was trying to say.
Oh, I was trying to put something together. You know, I'm a little slow, so you just tell me what happened.
Their worst offensive half of the year, followed by their best offensive quarter.
Oh, that was it. That's how you were tying it all together.
Celtics led by 11 at the end of one. They led by 10 at halftime. They're up by 37 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden on New Year's Eve. Boston 90, Toronto 53 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
David Pasternak plays here.
High slot now, McAvoy, far side. Pasternak shoots, looking for the tip. It comes back to him. Fires. He scores! He's got another. Marchand, high slot, looks back door, swings it across, topping out Pasternak. Shoots, he scores! Marchand's got it, right circle, Bergeron to Pasternak. Shoots, he scores!
This is the home of the Bees. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Season it, bake it, and enjoy. Chicken is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday. Pick up Value Pack Purdue Roaster or Signature Farms chicken drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters bone-in for an amazing 97 cents a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss big savings on chicken. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Win some, lose some, but always be in the know. At DraftKings, we put your play and performance history all in one place with the My Stat Sheet tool. Get a breakdown of your recent activity with an overview of your deposits, withdrawals, contests, wagers, and more. Use My Stat Sheet to stay on top of your spending so you can stay on top of your game. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Sellout streak nearly 5 years old. Sellout crowd on hand for the final game of 2024, which has turned into a laugher Celtics by 37 as we begin the fourth quarter, 90-53. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd and excitement at a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Next Celtics opponent here at home will bring some drama in, and a new coach. The Sacramento Kings will be the next team to come to Boston a week from Friday. Sam Hauser begins the fourth quarter with a three. Celtics made 8 threes in the first half. They've made 10 already in the second half with 11:29 to go.
Tell you what I look at also, Jaylen Brown right now has ice on his right shoulder.
And those starters are done for the day. The Celtics, who hadn't had a 40-point lead all year, have now done it in 2 of the last 3 games. They did it Friday against Indiana. They've done it again today. 93-53. Raptors keeping their starters in the game. Barnes turn around off the wrong foot. Tough shot, no good. Rebound, Pritchard. Boy, Barnes has had a rough one. 7 of 19. Hauser against Abaji. And to Keita, bounce past Pritchard, lobs it back to Keita, who catches and scores.
Wow.
Pritchard and Keita looks like they've been working on that one.
All in one motion, though. Normally, Keita has to bring that ball down on the floor.
Largest lead of the year for the Celtics, up by 42. Pirtle attacks, runs it with the right hand, no good. Scramble for the rebound, comes right back to Pirtle for the putback. Pirtle had 35 points in a double-double here a month ago. Just 7 points for him today. 95-55. Pritchard stumbling into the paint, keeps the dribble alive, kick back out to a relocating Hauser. 3 no good, back iron, long rebound. Keita deflects it. Pritchard comes up with another offensive rebound. Drive, scoops, and scores.
Whew. That almost could have been one. That was a la Dr. J.
19-5-4 for Pritchard. Celtics commit a foul on the other end after going up by 42.
Wow. Pritchard went with the finger roll, the Dr. J type move. Joe was just, and here's the thing that was crazy. I talked to Pritchard the other day because I was admiring his Jaylen Brown shoes he had on. And Jaylen Brown wears a size 13. Pritchard wears a size 14. And, you know, at least about 4 or 5 inches shorter. And just a little big man who can. That's pretty something, Nuggets.
Yeah, McNuggets for missed free throws in the fourth quarter.
Are you going to get some?
If you could explain to me what exactly is in a McNugget and what part of the chicken that is, I might be more tempted. 1 or 2 free throws for Mitchell. We're at 97-56.
I actually can. It's called chemicals.
Pritchard into the front court, watched by Davion Mitchell. Here's the entry to Keita. Keita returned to Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh had a nice couple of games with Drew Holiday out. Hauser backs it out. Mitchell dogging him. Hauser with 2 in the shot clock, runs to the corner, has to launch a tough fall away. 3, and he hits it. Wow. Crazy tough shot.
When the floodgates open, they open.
Celtics by 44 with 9:35 to go. Now the only question is, there's an awkward shot by Walters, no good. Rebound Peterson. How many points will Toronto score in this game today? They're at 56 with 9:26 to go. They average 112 a game. So they're halfway to their average with 9:20 left. Drew Peterson's 3 is no good. Keita battling Pirtle for the offensive rebound. Pirtle comes up with it.
I'll go back and look at the tape and listen to the tape because you made mention. You said the Celtics could win this game by 30.
And especially with horrible turnovers like the latest one from Davion Mitchell missing Abaji. Toronto has made 22 shots and committed 18 turnovers. Xavier Tillman will come get Sam Hauser. Nice little bounce back game for Sam Hauser. It's a straight. The Celtics are shooting 49% from 3, despite Horford and Brown going 0 for 8, and Tatum hit a couple late to end up 4 for 9. So a slow start. Pritchard drives, tried to bounce pass to Keita, got knocked away, and he threw it out towards Tillman, missed him, turns it over. So the Celtics will get to 24-9 to end the calendar year. What will the record be when they set foot back on this court a week from Friday after that brutal road trip? Do they get 1 out there? Do they get 2 out there?
I think they get 3.
That would be, it's a bold prediction. Entry by Barnes, deflected and stolen. But certainly the Celtics are more than capable. Jordan Walsh, jump step in the paint, runs it off the glass, no good. Rebound knocked away by Barnes out of bounds. Celtics will get it with 8:29 to go, leading by 44
Oh, you know, you rather make a bold prediction than one that stays right on the fringe. It's like Jay Billis sometimes, when Duke and Carolina are playing together, they'll say, Jay, who's going to win the game? And Jay say, the blue team. Way to go out on the ledge. Both teams wear blue.
You don't talk about Bruno unless Bruno Fernando, the former Celtic, comes in the game, which he does here. Pritchard, tricky dribble drive, strong in the baseline. He tried to go to the left hand. Abaji stayed with him the whole way and blocked the shot. Pritchard is just styling out here. Bruno Fernando shovels into the corner. Boucher, awkward three over Keita is no good. Pritchard grabs the rebound. His 6th to go along with 19 points. Celtics by 44. This was a 10-point game early in the third. Toronto has 15 points in the last 12 minutes, and after the latest three, this one from Jordan Walsh, the Celtics have now outscored them 52-15 in this run, and Toronto just turned it over again. Celtics have a chance to take a 50-point lead. Jordan Walsh for Keita. He's going to step in the paint and slam it home with two hands. Celtics by 49.
Oh, this is kids' night.
Well, we know who the kids are out there. 46-12 is the Boston run here. Jacoby Walter down the left side. Kick out. Boucher launches a three and hits it.
Boucher had an odd-looking shot. He shoots it from almost behind his head and extended, but he has good range.
Remember, the Celtics last year took 3 50-point leads. That was an NBA first. Bruno Fernando trying to reach over Keita, commits a foul. Boston's up by 46 here with 7:04 to go. Starters are long gone. The obvious answer here is OKC, but you may have a different spin on what the toughest game of the road trip is going to be. You can make a case for Houston with the back-to-back, yeah. Drew Peterson turns the corner. His entry deflected and stolen. Boucher, bounce pass lead. Jacoby Walters got it. And it's blocked from behind. Keita with a chase down. This group is still defending, and that's what you want to see. Toronto down to 31% shooting. They've got 59 points on the board with 6:43 to go. Drew Peterson slowed down by Boucher, switches to the left hand, cross-court pass Jordan Walsh. Up fakes the three, down to 6 on the shot clock. Walsh turns the corner, attacks the paint, steps through on Fernando, and scores off the window. He is taking steps forward every time we see him.
Slippery now on the offensive end. Let's get so much better with the confidence.
107-59. Jamal Shed to the top of the circle. Jumper no good. Now the Celtics, here's the chance to take their first 50-point lead of the year. Jordan Walsh, cross-court. Of course, it's in the hands of Pritchard. His three was good, but it's not going to count because away from the play, Keita got fouled by Walter. And that will bring us to a timeout on the floor. 6:14 to go. Boston 107, Toronto 59 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The games play here.
Right Pasternak steers it to the left corner. Krejci's got it. Right circle, Pasternak fires, he scores! David Pasternak! Jones under center, a give to Stevenson, runs it through the right side. Go! Goal, bounces outside 20, goodbye to the 10, to the 5, end zone bound! Patriots take the lead! Touchdown, New England!
Bang, bang, two! You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Hey, Massachusetts, score even more buckets with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Enjoy an NBA odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your basketball wagers. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook app and add an NBA wager to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If you win the wager that was made with the odds boost token, you will receive extra winnings and unrestricted bonus dollars. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as unrestricted funds. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 985thesportshub.com.
Kind of indicative of the month that has been for the Celtics. They scored their biggest win of the year, a 37-point win on Friday against Indiana. Then they lose the rematch after a game in which they had their biggest lead and their biggest win of the year. And they've come back here on New Year's Eve afternoon with their biggest lead of the year and what looks like it's going to be their biggest win. Still 6:14 to go. Boston up by 48.
When you play with a certain amount of presence on your defensive end and your best player kind of gets over his headache that he had, then now you start to roll. That's how you can tell the leader that Tatum is with this team. They follow him.
Celtics will finish out with Springer, Queta, Peterson, Walsh, and Tillman. There's a turnover on Springer. Offensive foul running over Jamal Shed. Celtics got this lead to 49 at one point. The last 25 years, Celtics have about 15 40-point wins. Run against Toronto. Shed kick to the corner. Boucher is open. His three, no good. Rebound on the inside belongs to Battle. Put back blocked by Tillman, but Battle has it back. Moves in the corner. First look at Mobo today. Now it's pass for Boucher. Steps past Springer. Throws to the far corner. Battle lines up that lefty three and hits it.
I think the Battle can shoot the basketball. You're saying he's more of a stationary shooter.
Lead is 45 right now. It's just a matter of the math. We're at 107-62.
So you call it this one?
35. Well, if you were listening, I called it about 30 minutes ago.
I was.
Jordan Walsh steps into the paint. Finger roll up and good. The Celtics started this game 1 for 11. Now they're shooting 51% from the floor and 50% from three. That is how explosive they can be at any moment. A ridiculous offensive second half of the Celtics. Bruno Fernando up fake, blocked by Queta. Queta kept his composure. It looked like he had gone by Fernando, but he just reached out and got a hand on it. Celtics piling up the shot blocks. That's at least 7 now this afternoon. Boston by 47. Springer over the shoulder pass. Tillman thought about that 50-point lead, but put the three back in his pocket. Drew Peterson now right side. Starts his drive. Pump fake. Steps back to 12 feet and hits.
Nice job by Peterson. This time got the separation with the step back, stepping away from the defender.
Shed, Boucher, Battle, Fernando, Mobo on the floor for Toronto. Springer, Tillman, Walsh, Peterson, Queta for the Celtics. Boucher coming strong. Fouled by Queta. He got turned around a little bit. Boucher will get some free throws here.
That's the kind of move I would have made back in the day. Just driving towards the basket. Knowing you're not going to make the shot, but just going into the defender using your left hand and picking up a couple of free throws.
One of the game going on, same time as this one. They're early in the fourth quarter at the Fieldhouse. Pacers lead the Bucks 93-88. Milwaukee has both Giannis and Damian Lillard playing today.
Can't wait to see what's Sacramento. I really thought Sacramento was going to have a really good year. You know, light the lights and all that stuff they've been doing. Man, that's
clearly
bad.
Superstar player that they want to keep against the coach. The coach is going to lose that battle, and Mike Brown lost his job this week. Well, Mike Malone ripped the Kings a new one.
He did.
Woo. Drew Peterson against Mobo. Throws back out to Jordan Walsh. Walsh against Battle. Will shuttle pass to the wing. Springer to put it to the floor, and he's fouled and a reach in. 4:11 to go. Celtics up by 47.
Boy, I mean, it is something when you start thinking about the coach and the disrespect. When you think about he was on it, he had done the whole shoot around.
Yep.
And did all these other
media,
things. And then, then drove to the airport. Then gets a phone call. No.
Everybody on the flight is going on the road trip. Take one step forward. Not so fast. Queta spinning on Mobo in the paint. A couple of guys there. And Mobo reaches in, ties him up for a jump ball. They both go to the ground. The Celtics have only held one team under 90 points this year. That was Miami, 89 on the 2nd of December in that back-to-back after losing in Cleveland. Toronto is going to be lucky to get to 75 this afternoon. to 111-64 with exactly 4 minutes to go.
This thing about their radio guys not being here.
Jump ball one forward into the hands of Tillman. He puts it up and in, and the lead is back to 49, largest lead of the year for the Celtics, 113-64. Yeah, it really is a shame. Toronto, one of the teams that's just given up on radio, and they don't travel anymore. Battle steps to his right. His three is good.
Well, but this game, I don't think you want to travel. I think you'd rather be home.
Cada. Now back to Drew Peterson. Gets Mobo. Peterson, cross court. Jordan Walsh puts it on the floor, drives on Battle. It's gobbled up, and they call him the foul.
Yeah.
They are. But Jordan Walsh being aggressive here. Get some free throws. You like the way this group has played for the Celtics.
And I like Jordan Walsh because what he's done, he's learned from the guys who are above him. You can see a little bit of Tatum. You can see a little bit. I see more Brown in him than I do Tatum. Attacking the rim, using the athleticism to get their long athletic. So you learn from those guys in front of you, like I learned from a John Havlicek and a Dave Cowens.
Jordan Walsh has also learned from Drew Holiday, too. Missed free throw, offensive rebound for Cada. Putback is up and good. And that pushes the lead back to 49. Only suspense left. Can the Celtics, who set an NBA record with 3 50-point leads a year ago, get their first one this year on the final day of this amazing calendar year for the Celtics, 2024. Battle drives, throws it out to the wing. Waiting there is Shed. His three is no good. Long rebound. Drew Peterson floats it ahead to Jaden Springer. He's behind everybody. Two-hand slam, and the Celtics have a 50-point lead.
Nice job getting that ball to Springer on the run, able to get up and cuff it home.
This was a 10-point game early in the third quarter, and now Boston's up 51. 2:40 to go. One of the bigger wins in franchise history here, barring the Raptors pitching a shutout here. Collision, Mobo dropped it, another Toronto turnover. Jaden Springer, offensive end, keeps it away from Shed. Bounce pass to the cutter. Walsh attacks. He tried to cup it, and he missed the dunk. He was trying to bring the house down.
Oh,
He'll hear about that from his teammates when he gets back to the room.
Brown might have an injured shoulder, but you don't think he jumped up then to see that play?
That obviously one of the sidebars here could just be precautionary, but Jaylen Brown does have an ice pack on that right shoulder. We got one more media timeout to get to, so let's get to it. 2:12 to go. Boston 118, Toronto 67. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Celtics coverage on the Sports Hub is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Peace of mind is a valuable thing, especially when it comes to you and your family. Whether it's your auto, home, or life insurance, Amica has policies that fit your specific needs. And their friendly and knowledgeable representatives will work with you to make sure you have the right amount of coverage in place. Visit amica.com to learn more.
The Celtics play here, the Sports Hub.
Final 2:12 here. You hear the strains of BG's behind us, which means Gino's on the Jumbotron, and the Celtics leading by 51 with 2:12 to go. We're just getting out the history books now. See where this one's going to rank. I'm also curious about the stat line Derek White put together today. If anyone's ever gone perfect from three, making all three or more, and had 4 blocks in the same game in NBA history. It has happened.
These are those games again, and I would dare our guys back in the studio to come up with what you said when you said the Celtics lead by 10. They could win this game going away by 40.
Well, Porzingis actually did it last year. Well, not the first time. Boy, if they ever kept track of all the stuff I got right. Jamal Shed, pressured by Springer. We'll see if I'm right about the Cooper Flag thing, too. Battle turns the corner. Push pass out to the wing. Three is in the air. No good from Lawson. Out of bounds it goes. Celtics are arguing. Now let's see. They may have gotten this call wrong on the out of bounds. I wonder if any part of Joe Mazzulla is thinking about challenging here. They corrected it on the court, probably because they knew Joe was going to challenge up by 51 with a minute 55 left. Last 25 years, Celtics have 5 50-point wins. 3 of them came last year. Jordan Walsh attacking the paint, scooping off the window and scoring. 7 straight here for the Celtics. They push the lead to 53 with a minute 35 to go.
That's what you like about this. Brown's now taking the ice off of his shoulder.
Peterson knocks the ball away from Lawson on a bounce, stopping the clock with a minute 26 to go. In the last 25 years, Celtics have 2 wins of this margin. A 53-point win 3 years ago over Sacramento, right at the start of that energy about to shift run to the finals. And then the 56-point win, which for years was the largest road win in NBA history 6 years ago in Chicago. The Daniel Tice game, I think he was plus 50 in that game. Jamal Shedd with a minute 21 to go. Only drama here is the math. Shedd on the drive, leans in from the dotted line and flips it up and in. He's had a rough afternoon, as everybody in red and white. But that one's good. So we're 120 to 69, 51-point margin here with a minute 8 to go. Jordan Walsh, who's had a nice homestand. Can't say that. A lot of Celtics can say that. Finds Peterson, left side 3 is good. When it rains, it pours, and it is soaking wet right now on the Toronto bench. 123 to 69, 54-point margin. Celtics 22 of 43 from distance after they missed their first 7. Lawson 3 from the corner, rims out, rebound Keita. This is normally the Celtics do not shoot anymore. Like we take the shot clock violation. Springer, though, is on the attack. Down the right side, handoff Keita, and he'll slam it with the right hand.
Well, so much for taking the violation.
56-point margin in a game that was separated by 10 early in the third quarter. Last chance here for the Raptors. All knocked away by Springer out of bounds with 20 seconds remaining.
Still defending until the end.
Will be one of the biggest Celtic wins of all time. What a way to finish the year. Battle and lob. And a crazy flip shot at the rim. Ends up going in. Chomche was the one who gets that. Looked like they were going to miss another layup, and the Celtics will dribble out the clock. It's been an uncomfortable 2-week stretch, an uncomfortable homestand to close the year, and a very uncomfortable first half. But the Celtics became the Celtics again at halftime and end up scoring one of the biggest wins in franchise history. The final score, Boston 125, Toronto 71. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. If you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you. Sprite's for the makers and creators, the visionaries putting in work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone or filling notebooks with sketches, keep going. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/
Derek White with his third 3 of the afternoon. Derek White and Peyton Pritchard have saved the Celtics today. It ends up A 54-point win, one of the biggest in Celtics franchise history. That's how they closed 2024 with a 125-71 win over the Toronto Raptors. And we wanted to talk to Derek White because our broadcast began today, Derek, with your comments after the game the other night saying this was as difficult a time as you have had in the 3 years that you have been here. How did you feel then? How did you feel at halftime? And how do you feel about it now?
I mean, it's pretty crazy to think about, honestly, and just blessed to have like a stretch like that. It's not normal in the NBA, but just excited for what's for next for us. Like, we just got a lot of great guys in the locker room, and like, we just think we can just continue to get better, and there's a long way to go, and it's exciting.
It seemed like you guys, for a while, you struggled early in this basketball game, and then you kind of got your rhythm together, but you started to do it on the defensive end. Am I correct?
Yeah. I mean, I think 4 quarters of great defense, and that's what we wanted to focus on today. And I mean, obviously we started off slow, missing a lot of good looks, but I mean, that's basketball. We just continue to make the right read, continue to make the right play, and we're guarding like that. It's a lot of fun.
You were with us earlier in the year in this exact same spot, and we talked about how teams that, we'll just say for better choice of language, in the bottom half of the league, you know, get up to play you, that these are big games. Now that this stretch of the schedule is over, we've been talking about this daunting road trip and how you're going to face some of the best teams in the NBA, but it almost strikes me like this is almost what this team needs, that this is exciting to go out and play these games.
Yeah, this is what you wanted to suit up for. I mean, we get the best shot every night, no matter who it is, but I mean, it's going to be a lot of high-level games on the road, and I think we're all looking forward to it.
You look for these games, you say, these upcoming games, and the pressure, again, is still on the world champions coming in because you make people's days. Anytime they play you, they look for opportunities to make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we signed up for. The Boston Celtics coming to town. It's going to be a big game for the city, for the team, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, it did work. We're about to let you go, but I did dawn on him, Sean. I said, the greatest guard shot blocker in the history of the Boston Celtics.
4 more today and 3 for 3 from 3. That's quite the combination.
It was did.
Not too bad.
You know,
just keep going.
All right, Derek, tell everybody, I kind of went through back channels, and I had you an opportunity to go to the White House a couple of weeks ago, and you couldn't go. Did you know that Andre Drummond took your spot?
I did not know.
Yeah,
but
he sat right next to President Biden.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish I could have gone. Great cause, and I'm glad someone could go for me.
I mean, of all the people to go. All right, my friend, we'll see you on the plane tomorrow.
Yep, see ya.
Derek White joining us after the game. That's kind of a funny story. I'll tell it at some point. Celtics, however, they were the story today, rising from the ashes of a difficult stretch, and they just put the hammer down after playing, as we all like to say, to the level of the competition for a half. They closed the game 74-30, and a 54-point win, one of the biggest in franchise history.
You know, here's what we can say about Tatum. Maybe it's like those sicknesses you have when you say, man, I know I'm sick. I need to throw up. And then you finally throw up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, everything's out of my system. I'm ready to go now. That seemed like what happened to him in that third quarter. He became the Jason Tatum we've seen throughout the year. But he just had one of those games where he just couldn't get out of his way.
The Celtics shooting threes in the second half, 14 for 18. You don't have a chance to stay close to the Celtics, and the Raptors certainly did not. 125-71 the final. We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. If you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you. Sprite's for the makers and creators, the visionaries putting in work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone or filling notebooks with sketches, keep going. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food, delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
David Pasternak plays here.
High slot now, McAvoy, far side. Pasternak shoots, looking for the tip. It comes back to him. Fires. He scores! He's got another. Marchand, high slot, looks back door, swings it across, topping out Pasternak. Shoots. He scores! Marchand's got it right circle. Bergeron to Pasternak. Shoots. He scores!
This is the home of the Bees. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I just can't get rid of the stubborn weight in my legs and in my belly.
And there's nothing more frustrating than knowing that you're eating well, but it's not working.
Hormone imbalances were preventing these women from losing weight. Now there's a comprehensive plan to help. Great results. Here are extraordinary experiences from independent body affiliates and actual Belvital users.
With Belvital, I just noticed changes immediately. I have lost 15 pounds.
I feel like an entirely different person.
Get hormone health for women at belvital.com.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Town Fair Tire, the area's largest independent tire dealer, has prices so low you can't say no. The guaranteed lowest price on Toyo Celsius tires. But there's even more. Town Fair gives you more free services than any other tire dealer on every Toyo Celsius tire. 2 unbeatable deals on Toyo Celsius tires that you won't find, no, you can't find anywhere else. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Tatum switches to the right hand, steps back and launch a three. Ooh. Yes.
Whatever he was feeling.
Celtics 45 points in the first half, 45 in the third quarter. And then they added 34 more in the fourth quarter to turn a close game and an ugly game into a colossal blowout for the H's. Our hardest working player brought to you by Bosch Tools, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Tools, built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. If you joined us late, as many of you did, the Celtics missed their first 7 threes. At one point, they were 1 for 11 in a game that ends up with an outrageous offensive rating. They had a .91 offensive rating in the first half, which is horrifically bad. I haven't seen the official number yet for the second half. It has to be in the area of 1.6, 1.7 points per possession, which is absolutely insane. And the Raptors were very consistent, 35 in the first half, 36 in the second half, but they get outscored by 43 points in the second half. Celtics scored one of the biggest wins in franchise history, their second biggest in the last quarter century. They win 125-71. And as we sat here at halftime saying the Celtics really look like they're in a bad spot and everything is continuing here, they need a big second half to set the tone for the road trip. And, man, if that's not exactly what they got.
That's what they had. They got everything out, all that bad stuff out of them, and then they start playing. And I'm sure that they're going to look at one play in particular. It was a play that Brown and 3 other Celtics were around the basketball. If somebody dives, they get the basketball. Everybody reached, a Raptor came in and dove for it. Winning plays from championship teams are consistent, not only on the offensive end, but more consistent on the defensive end.
How deep are the Boston Celtics? They just scored their biggest win, one of the biggest wins in franchise history. A 54-point win, and they did it with the bigs. Kristaps Porzingis didn't play. Al Horford literally did not score a single point today. Wow. He took 7 shots, and he missed all 7.
Well, yeah, your bigs did not play, as you said, but I tell you what, you're going to need these guys when you're ready to go on this road trip.
And the road trip will end in Denver a week from Tuesday. Sunday afternoon, OKC. OKC and Cleveland have been the 2 best teams in the NBA, without question, to the first 30-plus games of the year. Celtics have a brutal back-to-back Friday night in Houston against one of the best teams in the league. If you haven't watched the Houston Rockets play, they are must-see TV. It begins with a TNT game. There has been no better regular season series over the last 2 years the Boston Celtics and the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2 games that went to overtime. The game here that could have gone to overtime. And you have high-profile national TV. And if the Celtics were in any kind of funk, this schedule should snap them out of it.
Yeah, it gives them an opportunity to snap out of it, or it can put them in a deeper funk if they don't come out and play with some consistency on their defensive end.
All right, we will tell the tale beginning on Thursday night. Early start on the network. It's the first half of the TNT doubleheader, so locally it'll be an early game. 7 o'clock Eastern start here on the network. Then at 7:30, Celtics will try and sweep the season series from Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Start of a brutal 4-game road trip. We'll have all the games for you right here. The Celtics end 2024, one of the signature years in franchise history, a year that had 62 wins in the regular season, and of course the 18th championship. It ends with one of the biggest wins in franchise history. They blow the Raptors off the map today, final of 125-71. Max and I will talk to you Thursday night from downtown Minneapolis. In the meantime, we'll talk to Alex Barth.
Thanks, Sean. Happy New Year, guys, as the Celtics wrap up 2024 in style with a 125-71 win over the Toronto Raptors. In terms of the scoring margin, it is one of the biggest wins in franchise history. We'll break it down next, right here on the BetMGM Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of the Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Jason Tatum plays here.
Zip the entry to Smart. No look, bounce pass to the cutter. Jason Tatum, who lays it up and in with the right hand. And the Celtics are dancing right now. They're Brogdon across half court. Knicks fans headed for the exit. Tatum, pull up 3. Good night. You know what MVPs do? They still got 29 in the left. Tatum to the right. Pulls up on LeBron. They're isolated. Right side of the floor. Tatum spins on the baseline. Turns. Fade. Got it!
This is the home of the Celtics. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Want to get even closer to your favorite NFL team and players? With the NFL Extra Points Visa credit card, you can earn points and redeem for exclusive experiences like pregame sideline passes, player meet and greets, and even Super Bowl tickets. Learn more at NFLExtraPoints.com and live your rewards. Subject to credit approval, NFL Extra Points Visa credit card accounts are issued by Comenity Capital Bank pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
Hey, it's Dan Andelman from the Phantom Gourmet. Most of you know what my show was all about. Eating. We find the best restaurants in New England and we tell you all about them. So did I put my life and my show on hold to lose weight with Awaken 180? No. Here's how it went. 6 pounds down my first week, 25 pounds by the end of the first month, and in just over 2 months, I hit my goal, 50 pounds gone by the time I turned 50. And let me tell you, those results, they came while I was still tasting every food under the sun. Everything from ribeyes to sushi. I didn't skip a beat. And that's the beauty of Awaken 180. It fits into your life. I mean, my whole life revolves around food and it still worked for me. And that's what sets Awaken 180 apart. I didn't want to take the meds. I already knew the gym wasn't the answer, so I let the experts do it for me, and my results are proof that it works. This new year, make it work for you and choose the solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Holiday with 4 to shot clock. Turns the corner, kick out. Pritchard will release it from the wing and knock down another 3. Just a matter of time before the 3 started falling. And they have in this third quarter, and the Celtics suddenly lead by 21.
After what was a close first half, the Celtics opened it up in their 125-71 win over the Toronto Raptors. I'm Alex Barth here on the BetMGM Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. In terms of scoring margin, historic win for the Boston Celtics to close out the 2024 calendar year. A year that was very kind to them throughout. They won a championship in June of 2024, and they sent it out the right way. We'll pick up with this one at the half. It was 45-35. It was a low-scoring game. Neither team had much going offensively in the first half. Drew Holiday actually sent us to halftime with a buzzer beater. Came out shooting well to start the second half, too.
Derek White closed down by Barnes. Finds Horford, touches it out diagonal to Drew Holiday for 3.
I was going no place fast. It's been so herky-jerky, and almost every play has been a struggle.
In fairness, Toronto's defensive effort has been good.
So it's a big game for Holiday, who was playing for the first time after missing 3 games with a shoulder injury. And that 3, little did we know it at the time, was the beginning of the Celtics grabbing control and going on a run to put the game away.
Jaylen Brown down the left side, pump fake, and he's just going to flush hard on Abaji. And lets out a lot of frustration this afternoon in one moment. And the Celtics remarkably have their largest lead.